What's good, y'all, and welcome back to hero number 2. We are taking a look at Kigiri, the Undying Ronin. Kigiri is going to be our next limited hero if everything is going to stay the way it is, and you can see what I can see. Ooh, hero trailer. Let's go. Before that, very important. Very important. Let's get those in-game sounds up. Are you ready? Let's go.
Our research begins.
Yo, casual Voltron versus Kigiri. Sure. Like, this is absolutely incredible. Like, yeah, I gotta give it to Moonton. If they can do one thing, that is hero trailers. Holy shit. Yes, thought so. Here we go. Always an incredible masterpiece of sound design and overall, like, the hero trailers are what we are all here for. Let's be real. These are what we are all here for. Alright, so now that we checked this out, let's as usual start with the base stats. 1 tile range. Let's not judge too fast. 6,470 attack, which is massive. I think that kind of is like Voltron numbers, isn't it? Let's see, what does Voltron have? The Master of Disaster. Nah, that doesn't count. Here we go. 6,649 versus 6,470. And at A3 Voltron goes up to 6,9. Okay, so he has less attack than a Voltron. But let's have a look what is the rest. So 2,000 defense, which is decent enough. 26,000 HP, which is really rather high. Block of 2 like any other fighter. Low magic resistance like any other fighter. 17 cost. And a 2.6 attack interval, which should be equivalent to someone like a Salazar. Alright, so pretty straightforward. He has a rage region attack of 10. Rage region attack of 5. Rage region auto of 13. And he is dual faction Nightmare Watchers. Ooh boy, let's have a look. What can Kigiri do? As usual, we start with the that's a fucking essay. Okay, can launch Sweeping Strike. What is Sweeping Strike? Dashes toward the target's direction and performs a sword drawing slash, dealing 180% AoE damage one time up to 6 enemies in the path. Then deals 480% damage one time to the target with the highest current HP among them, immune to all damage during the cast. And he launches that at the farthest enemy within the ultimate range. What is his ultimate range? His ultimate range is a vortex range. Okay. So at a vortex range every 40 seconds. Each time basic attack deals damage, it reduces the cooldown of Sweeping Strike by a second. The AoE damage of Sweeping Strike, so the 180%, and Ember Strike. What is Ember Strike? Ember Strike dashes towards the target, performs a sword drawing slash, dealing 240%, so 60% more to up to 6 enemies, and then deals 480% damage 2 times, which is just 1 time more to the highest HP enemy. And out of both of these, the AoE damage inflicts bleed. bleed for 5 seconds, true damage equal to 1% of max HP, and increases physical damage taken. Furthermore, the additional damage ignores 50% defense and dispels the buff. The additional defense is, the additional damage is the 480% damage, probably. So 50% defense ignore, which is the same as Silas does outside of his ultimate. And he dispels the buff. So he got that Lucius in him. Sheesh. Okay. That's a long ass talent. Basic attack. Basic attack range 1 tile deals 120% damage to one enemy once. Okay. Flow state. Parrying during Tranquil Reflection increases attack by 30%. So he has a parry and Tranquil Reflection will probably be the ultimate. Okay. Swallow counter. When Sweeping Strike or Ember Strike end, there's a 25% chance to immediately launch an identical strike in the opposite direction. This strike cannot trigger this effect again. Okay. And now, lastly, Tranquil Reflection sheathes the blade and prepares to launch an extra Sweeping Strike after up to 8 seconds. So basically he charges up a Sweeping Strike for 8 seconds. When receiving direct damage while he sheathes, he parries the damage and launches the extra Sweeping Strike early. If the parry is triggered within 3 seconds of entering the sheath state, so if, let's say, a projectile flies to you, you activate the ultimate, it hits you within 3 seconds of activating the ultimate, he uses Ember Strike instead. Unable to use basic attack during the sheath state. Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ. That seems like a lot. A lot to go through. Okay. After we are now familiar with the skills, you more than I am at the moment because you've seen them on the screen already, let's have a look at the awakenings. A1. When launching a basic attack, additionally restores 3 rage and 3% HP. Oh yeah, something very important. He has a rage cost of 600. Only 600 on his counter, which should, if nothing is wrong in my head, yeah, it is 300 less than a Salazar ult, which is crazy. Okay. A2, 300 base attack, putting in up to 6,770. Alright. A3, within 10 seconds after Sweeping Strike is activated, so the thing you trigger with ult or every 40 seconds through the talent, each direct damage dealt inflicts additional damage once equal to 35% of the direct damage. Okay. Not quite sure what it is, but it's probably the damage part right here, this one. And within 10 seconds after Ember Strike, each direct damage dealt inflicts 50% damage, so like 2 times 25%. So I'm guessing his basic attacks do more damage after the Sweeping Strike. Alright. A4, penetration plus 8%. And A5, Sweeping Strike and Ember Strike launched during the ultimate will always trigger Swallow Counter being the trigger to do it again. So basically to do it twice. This screams last power level. This screams last power level, especially something like a last A5. Alright, so that is Kigiri. Lastly, let's check out if he has a nice upgrade animation, so promotion animation. We have a second Kigiri here, which we're going to use for further testing to figure out how good the A3 is and whatnot. So let's have a look. Clean. Very, very clean. Alright, I would probably say favorite hero in the game. And also, what do you guys think? We finally start getting male characters back? No shot, that doesn't even make any sense. Alright, on with the video. Alright, yeah, so here we go. This is going to be the testing we'll be doing. We'll be sending him solo against Nightmare 3 at A0 and at A5. And because you do or do not know, the way I do things is if we have a tangible release date for him, then you get a full testing, every piece of content, everything you can imagine, every awakening tested all the way through, you know the deal. So here we go. Kigiri in, gets the inspiration, Hollow in, Dolores in, Salazar out, Volker in, Volker out, Torador in, Torador out. Alright, let's see what Kigiri can pull. Let's see what he can do. So we'll just wait for the moment here until we can trigger Dolores. We will block this meteor, giving us this massive slash, activate Dolores, pull out Laurel, and fast forward time. So our main goal here is going to be to try to block as many attacks as possible. So like this, and preferably in the Ember Slash. So I failed that one. So the difference between Ember Slash and the normal one is you're going to see kind of like a red glow, you could say. I think right here it just takes too long before we even get anything. Oh, important enough, he needs to do his slash before before he can actually restore some extra rage. Okay, I guess that's good to know. Here we should... you saw the fire, so we did it well there. Oh, let's see if we can clutch this up. Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, you've kind of already seen the 2 million damage there, which is obviously a pretty nice number. Alright, once more. Here we can trigger Dolores. This slash we should probably trigger manually because there isn't really going to be an attack. Boom. Now what I'm kind of looking for is that visual indicator below him. Where's that nice... there's the circle. You can see the circle until he does like the next slash. Alright, Infernal Roar. We can definitely parry that one. So we wait for like the next... Yep, close. Perfect with the Flame Slash. So overall he's probably gonna be like the most technically challenging hero in the game. I know that isn't really a high bar to reach, but yeah, he's at least going to require some amount of skill if you want to get like those perfect parries. Here obviously Dolores wasn't quite ready, which is a bit unfortunate. But I hope this does give you at least an idea of what kind of numbers he can put out against a realistic guild boss. Let's see, can he do the slash before? Yes, he can. So we did also break the last shield just with him alone. Here we can boost once more, fast forward time. Overall his basic attacks are doing quite a bit of damage. Though I guess the most unfortunate scenario is obviously this one where the boss doesn't really attack, so that it takes like the full 8 seconds for something to actually happen. Still not quite sure what's smarter, to wait it out with the ultimate or just push through it. Let's see, come on, can we get the parry? We can't. Can he block burns? Okay, so burn isn't counted as direct damage, so he can't parry a burn to trigger his attack from there. But we have learned quite a bit about this character, I think, and now we're going to do the exact same thing with him being A5. So 10,509 damage. Let's have a look at the overall damage he's dealt, which would be 89 million. So we did have a couple misplays there, a couple unfortunate things, but overall I think this should give you at least somewhat of an idea of what you can expect him to do, which means now it's time to swap it to the big bad wolf. So first off, we'll also do a BP check. How high does Kigiri A5 go? Only 87. Ah, he didn't have an artifact. Okay. 87k, and with the Wailing Skull, we go up to 102,000. Alright. Let's take him out, put in the A5. So, once more, what does the A5 do really quick? Extra rage restore, extra healing, basic attack, more damage after doing sweeping or ember strikes, penetration, and guaranteed double damage sweeping strike or ember strikes with the A5. Here we go. Ooh boy, ooh boy. Alright. Kigiri in, Dolores in, Hollow in, Laurel in. Does he have inspiration? He does have inspiration, it's great. So, Salazar, Torador, Volca. There's obviously a lot we could still optimize timing wise. But yeah, here we trigger his ultimate. We get the Flaming Slash, beautiful. We activate Hollow already. Activate Dolores, Laurel. And now we just need the boss to attack us. Infernal Roar, perfect. Block. Flaming Slash, nice. Alright, and here we get hit normally. Once more, we restore some extra rage. Activate Dolores. Go with his charged up slash. It looks like a bunch of numbers, that's for sure. Alright, perfect. Here we can increase the rage again. Activate Dolores already because we know there's going to be something from the boss. We should have probably triggered the ultimate earlier. We waited out a bit too much here. Because it really just takes forever for the boss to give us a proper attack right there. Yeah, we cannot block these meteors. They just continue dealing damage. Infernal Roar, let's see, can we? Yeah, we should be able to parry the Infernal Roar. Easy, charge in, nice damage. And in we go. Meteorite Impact, our rage isn't quite there yet to be able to parry this one. Though to be honest, there might be a world in which we, for example, give him more rage regen, so like 60% rage regen as a base stat or something, and that somehow allows him to block every single attack. At the moment he has a lot of just attack flat as substats rather than rage regen, so that is definitely something to be explored. Once more here we just go with him because the dragon isn't really going to attack us. And for the Keen Eye, yes, this is obviously going to be even more applicable to Guild Boss 2 because there isn't really as much... a bit too late. In Guild Boss 2 there isn't really as many down phases, you could say. So we're just doing a normal sweeping strike here, nothing too special. What I do find interesting is he apparently seems to be immune to damage somehow. Like, have you seen him take damage from an actual Infernal Roar? This is interesting. Very, very interesting. Alright, here we go again with this strike. It's obviously not going to be a charged up strike because the boss doesn't attack. But the numbers are definitely numbering. Another sweeping slash, nice one. Fast forward time, bringing us already to 13,000 blood, which is nothing to scoff at especially as a single unit. Boom, easy with the block. Let's see if we can block this one somehow. Not quite, so I guess we just block the next thing he does. Infernal Roar, so we wait it out a bit. Here we start the parry, easy. Ooh, bunch of fucking numbers, holy shit. Alright, 15,000. we got really close to being able to solo this with him. Maybe with perfect timing and some extra rage region stats, you might be able to hit 16,000, and obviously you could put in someone like Mary with some vulnerabilities and it would already be a crazy difference. But here you can see 139 million damage, which is 50 million more than him at A0. So yeah, get ready to A5 him the same way you would want to A5 a Lust. So I guess this concludes the video for now. As I said, as soon as we have more tangible information on release date, banners, or anything like that, you will get a full testing telling you exactly how much you need them. Peace!